Yesterday, I told you all about Les Miserables, one of 2012's upcoming Oscar contenders in a year that seems to not have very many. But one contender that Les Mis will have to keep an eye on is Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained. And as we get closer and closer to the film's December release date, we're beginning to get more information about the film. Now, it seems that once again Tarantino is playing with history, as he did so successfully with Inglourious Basterds. Pulp history, if you will. I personally feel Inglourious Basterds should have won Best Picture back in 2010, or at least Best Screenplay, but it lost to The Hurt Locker on both counts. Then again, the Academy had already given plenty of gold to films about the Holocaust. But slavery is a different matter. In fact, to this day, the best drama about slavery in the United States is still Roots, a TV miniseries that aired in 1977. And when you think about it, it is indeed astounding that no filmmaker has really taken on the issue of slavery in earnest. But to be fair, there have been a few efforts. Uncle Tom's Cabin in 1927, which was unfortunately heavily edited down so as not to upset white audiences, but at least it was made. Glory, about the first African-American unit in the U.S. Army, won Denzel Washington his first Oscar, yet sidestepped the slavery issue. And Steven Spielberg's Amistad told the story of a slave uprising aboard a ship, yet really turned into a legal film and thus lost most of its edge. But I think it's safe to say that Quentin Tarantino has never been one to shy away from controversy. So just as he made a revenge pick for Jewish audiences with Inglourious Basterds, Tarantino is now making one for African-American audiences. Django Unchained takes place before the Civil War, where Academy Award winners Jamie Foxx and Christoph Waltz play a slave and German bounty hunter who've teamed up to hunt criminals. But Django's endgame is to free his wife Broomhilda, played by Kerry Washington, from a plantation where slaves are made to fight for sport. The name of that plantation? Candyland, owned by one Calvin Candy, played by Leonardo DiCaprio, where he has a trainer and a house slave as his left and right-hand men, played by Kurt Russell and Samuel L. Jackson. Now, as I've mentioned before, DiCaprio has taken this role because he infamously turned down Waltz's role in Inglourious Basterds. Truthfully, though, I think he should still be going after Waltz's role, as the German bounty hunter who fights alongside Django appears to be the more likely audience pleaser and a good fit for DiCaprio. But then again, Waltz could use another good role, as he hasn't been able to build on his Oscar win at all. Know who has been able to build a career off of Inglourious Basterds? Michael Fassbender, who coincidentally is also set to star in a movie about slavery. Man, when it rains, it pours! This drama is going to reteam Fassbender with Hunger and Shame writer-director Steve McQueen as they adapt the memoir of Solomon Northup, a free man in the North who was kidnapped into slavery. It took him 12 years to regain his freedom, which he had to do with the help of a northern lawyer who will be played by another Inglourious Basterds alum, Brad Pitt, who will also produce. Chiwetel Ejiofor will play Northup, while Fassbender will play a plantation owner. And for anyone who's seen the viral ad, Happy Birthday David for Prometheus, knows that Fassbender can play a mesmerizing villain. Hey, it's a skill to be able to successfully switch back and forth between hero and villain from movie to movie. Does DiCaprio have that skill? Now, luckily, these movies won't compete at the Oscars, as Django Unchained comes out in 2012, while 12 Years a Slave comes out in 2013. It is the first films to ever aggressively deal with the topic of slavery. Which do you think is the better approach? And which do you think will appeal more to audiences and the Academy? Be sure to write your thoughts down below. I'm Grace Randolph, and this has been a Movie Bite. You can watch more right now.